Assalamu alaikum viewers, I'm Zubia Irfan. Welcome to another show of CxO Talk. As you know, it's a knowledge sharing platform for all the C-level across the Pakistan and around the world. And every time we invite some interesting personalities in our show. Today we are honored to have Mr. Syed Muhammad Ibrahim Rehman with us. And Mr. Ifrahim is a passionate IT and security auditor with strong expertise in helping organizations achieve compliance with global standards like ISO 27001, GDPR, PCI, DSS, SOC 2, FedRAMP, and HIPAA. With hands on experience in risk assessment, policy development, and vulnerability management, he is actively shaping the cybersecurity landscape. So let's meet and greet Mr. Ibrahim. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Zubia. Thank you for this brief introduction about myself, and I'm happy to be here with you today on the CxO platform.
Great. Welcome to the show and thank you for sparing some time from your busy schedule for this discussion.
Pleasure's mine.
Okay, so Mr. Ibrahim, tell us briefly about your role and as an IT security auditor.
As an IT and security auditor, my primary responsibility is to assess and strengthen the security posture of organizations by
Mhm.
evaluating their compliance with the global standards, with the standards like you mentioned, ISO 27001, SOC 2, FedRAMP, HIPAA, PCI DSS. I conduct detailed risk assessment, review internal controls, analyze the vulnerabilities, and help implement robust security and privacy frameworks. So my goal is not just to help organizations pass their audits, but to build
Right.
a sustainable and security first culture. A brief introduction about myself would be I have done my bachelor's from FAST, Karachi campus, and my
Mhm.
master's from NED in information security. And I have multiple certifications like CISA, CISM, ISO 27001 certified, as well as few security audits, security certifications like EMPT, VWPT. And overall, I started my career from startups as a software engineer, and swiftly pivoted my role to as an IT auditor with one of the biggest institutional IT sorry utility institutions in Karachi in Pakistan, that is K Electric, where I was an IT auditor for over 2.5 years, and then I
Mhm.
switched over to different financial institutions, fintech companies, and currently now I'm with Zazmic doing compliance for Canadian companies, for US companies like FedRAMP, HIPAA, GDPR. So that's a brief introduction about myself.
That's brilliant. So, Mr. Ibrahim, why is compliance such a critical part of cybersecurity today?
So Zubia, compliance is no longer just a checkbox, to be honest. It's a foundational element of trust. With
Mhm.
increasing data breaches and regulatory scrutiny, compliance ensures that organizations are following security
Mhm.
best practices, protecting
Right.
customers' data, and reducing risk. It also provides a
Mhm.
framework for accountability, which is essential for transparency and long-term resilience. Like without compliance, even technical sound security programs may fall short in the face of legal, operational, reputational risks. Like many big organizations like Uber or multiple organizations, they have big cybersecurity tools, but still they suffer a great loss if the compliance is not met at the par.
Right. So, what frameworks do you often work with? ISO, GDPR, any favorites?
Uh, it is very hard to give any favorites. It is like I have extensively worked with ISO 27001, SOC 2, FedRAMP, HIPAA, PCI DSS over the past few years. Each has its own unique strengths and depending on the organizational industry and regulatory requirements. Personally, I have deep appreciation for ISO 27001 and SOC 2 because it's risk-based, scalable, and internationally recognized. Like it encourages a culture of continuous improvement and aligns very well with other standards, making like a strong foundational framework for any organization.
Right, right. So, what's the biggest mistake organizations make when it comes to security?
One of the biggest mistake I see in it is treating security as one-time project or a compliance sprint. Like security should not be embedded in the organization's DNA. It is a continuous process. Like another common issue is over reliance on tools without investing in people and processes. That's what I've seen in many big organizations. Like security is treated like a shiny security product, like a shiny security product won't help much in underlying policies and weak. Like if employees aren't trained to recognize the threats, the tools that are implemented in organizations won't help much if it is not invested in people.
Right, right. So, Mr. Ifrahim, how do you approach risk assessments in diverse sectors like fintech and healthcare?
I specifically about the risk assessment. I have worked in healthcare companies, fintech companies, banks, multiple educational backgrounds. Uh, I tailor each risk assessment to the sector's unique threat landscape. Like in fintech, the focus is often on data integrity, fraud preventions, and third-party risk. In healthcare, it is more towards data privacy. Then, when it comes to HIPAA compliance and patient safety, that takes the precedence. So I begin with a comprehensive understanding of the business context, and then map the risk to applicable regulatory and security framework. The key is not just identifying the risk, but aligning the mitigation and strategies with the business goals specifically.
Right, right. So, you are active in OSP. How important is community learning in this field?
Uh, Community learning is very crucial, to be honest. Cybersecurity is too vast and fast paced to go solo, right? So through WASP and similar communities, we gain like specifically access to shared tools, real world case scenarios, studies, discussions that sharpen our practical understanding. I collaborate in the acceleration learning and ensure we tackle threats with the latest knowledge. Personally, it is also where I find inspiration. Seeing others' contributions selflessly reminds me why I'm in this field specifically, like the open source community.
Right, right. How do you stay up to date in the fast moving world of cybersecurity?
It's very hard. I follow a layered learning strategy specifically that like I stay engaged with communities like previously you mentioned about OS, regularly attending webinars, listening to security podcasts, and reading publications from organizations like CxO platforms as well as other NIST and ISACA platforms where publications are made. I also enroll in focused trainings and certifications to stay sharp technically. But more than that, I work closely with cross-functional teams like legal, DevOps, engineering, because real world insights often come from collaborations and not just theory, to be honest.
Great, great. Mr. Ibrahim, what's your advice for companies preparing for ISO 27001 compliance?
Starting with the leadership buy-in, to be honest, ISO 27001 is about building a culture of information security, not just ticking off controls. So it is like performing a gap assessment early, defining the scope clearly, and prioritizing the risk treatment plans. Like focus on documentation, but don't lose sight of implementation. Engage employees at every level, make them part of solution, and lastly, don't rush it. Maturity takes time, and that's okay.
Very right, very right. So, can you share a quick success story or memorable audit experience?
Uh, yeah, there are many, but let me give you an example. I once worked with a mid-sized healthcare startup preparing for their first SOC 2 audit. They were technically strong but lacked formal documentation. By building
Okay.
custom policies, streamlining evidence collection via platform like Drata, and conducting mock audits, we turned things
Mhm.
around in under 3 months. The audit was a success, but more importantly, they came out with a sustainable, security focused mindset. That's the kind of impact I strive for.
Great, great. So, Mr. Ibrahim, what advice would you give to young professionals entering cybersecurity auditing?
For the young professionals, my advice would be curious and stay humble. Learn
Hmm.
both the technical and compliance sides. Understanding
Hmm.
how systems work and how policies guide them is the key. Like start with the foundational certifications like EJPT and all those CISA and CISM, uh, and shadow experience the auditors, and get your hands dirty with real assessment. And more importantly, don't just aim for to find gaps. Aim to find how organizations can improve. At the heart of auditing is the service. Like we here to enable trust and resilience. That is the main key that I would want the young professionals to understand. That's my advice.
Very well said. In the end, Mr. Ibrahim, I would like to ask, how's going your experience so far with CXO Global Forum?
I means for the past means I've recently joined CxO Global Platform. It has been like around 3 months on pro. Being a part of this CxO Global Forum has really been incredible, enriching experience. It's unique platform where thought leaders, innovators, and industry veterans come together, not just to network but to genuinely exchange ideas. Like recently, I've exchanged multiple ideas with few of the big names in the network. That really has impacted my thought process. What I appreciate most is diversity of the perspectives, like you sitting in a room with CIOs, CISOs, founders, and tech leaders across sectors, from banking to healthcare to SaaS platforms. Everyone brings something valuable to the table. So I like in future, I would love to join the meetups. I would love to explore other options provided by the CXO platform. Right now, it is going perfect. That's what I would.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ibrahim. We wish you more and more success in your life. And it has been a very insightful discussion with you. I hope our viewers will learn a lot from it. Thank you very much.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you, Zubia, for having me on this podcast. Thank you.
So, viewers, this is it for today. Inshallah, see you soon with some another amazing personality. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.